Hi, this is Kate Valentine reporting for Furtive Figaro. We're on episode 5 now. The name of this week's episode is Quick Changes and Quiet Chats. I will be speaking to our rather gorgeous company manager, Laura Penny, about what it is that she does, exactly what it is that the role of company manager entails. And I also have some really quite fun behind the scenes footage of a few of the various quick changes that happen during the course of the evening. Obviously, as an audience member, you never get to see these. And it's pretty funny to witness, really, because there are so many people involved and everything is timed to the nth degree. Has to be said, it's a bit of a military operation, so I think you'll find it quite entertaining. Here we are in my dressing room. I'm talking to Laura Penny, who is the company manager at Scottish Opera. Hello, Laura.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now, which fabulous dress is this that you're wearing this evening?
Today is the frilly collar dress.
Oh.
Which is a new purchase.
Is that a new purchase since we've been in Edinburgh?
It might be.
And I have to say, this lady's wardrobe is absolutely fabulous. But I suppose as company manager, you get a lot of opportunity to dress up.
Yeah, it's kind of expected when you're front of house looking after the guests and the VIPs that you make a bit of an effort. So I like to have a plethora of options when it comes to posh frocks.
That is such a good excuse to go shopping. Mm-hmm. Now, how long have you been working for Scottish Opera? Because you're fairly new to the company, aren't you?
I am. I'm a baby in the company. I've been here 4 months now. So Figaro is my first tour.
Oh, and how are you finding it so far?
I'm absolutely loving it. I feel very lucky, very, very lucky.
And can you just explain to people what the role of company manager is? Because it's a title that I guess a lot of people probably aren't very familiar with.
Yeah, it's a funny old job because it's so multifaceted. So when we're not touring, it's a very, very different job to when we are touring. So when we're not touring, I work in the planning department, and that's pretty self-explanatory, where we all work together to plan the tours and work on the budgets and arrange travel and accommodation for the creative teams and the artists, do all the scheduling for the buildings within our department, and yeah, so anything that involves any kind of planning we have a hand in. But when we're on tour, I guess there's parts of that which continue on. I keep up with the security schedule for the buildings and looking after the plans for the audio described performances and all those bits and bobs. But primarily my main focus is hopefully doing my best to look after you lot.
Which must be a fairly demanding job, I'm sure.
You know, I just love it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's really good fun. You try and get to know the cast quite intimately in a very short space of time, so that even though sometimes they tell you, no, I'm fine, you can figure out if there's a problem that just needs a little bit TLC.
It's a bit like being a bit of just a mummy to everyone, isn't it, really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because when everyone's away from home, it always leaves people quite vulnerable, actually. It's interesting, isn't it?
It is, and it's nice to know that if you hopefully build up a good relationship with everybody, that they can come and sit in your office and just have a blether or have a whinge or tell you what's going on, or if they're not feeling well, or if they've got a problem with their accommodation or something like that, that hopefully you can do your best to sort it out for them and relieve as much stress as you possibly can, because I guess my main focus is that you guys are all happy, because the happier you are, the better you'll perform.
So if someone were to be ill in this performance, would it be you that would go on and say, Kate Valentine is indisposed this evening with cold and cannot sing? Yeah. Would that be you?
It would.
Do you get nervous if you have to do that?
Absolutely. For the dress rehearsal, I have to go on and make quite a lengthy announcement, because we open it to the public sometimes, and I've got to make quite a lengthy announcement from the stage under a follow spot, and I find it absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
So you wouldn't want to do our job?
No, I'm quite happy behind the scenes, thank you very much.
Brilliant, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hello, this is our final show in Edinburgh, and we're just about to open in Act 3. I'm going to do a strange bit of filming for you tonight. We've got a few quick changes on the go, one with Nadine and myself, but one of the other quick changes is a little bit strange. So I'm just going to introduce you to Katie Todd, who's the running props technician at Scottish Opera, to introduce us to Albert.
Yes, this is Albert.
Hi, Katie.
Hello.
So this creature is called Albert.
This is Albert.
Let me just get a shot of Albert's. He's a little bit limp.
Yes, he's a bit taller than I am actually. He's getting his full height.
And what's the chat with Albert?
He's supposed to represent Figaro.
Right.
During this sort of 2 scenes where we have 2 dummies in the show who are placed in a blanket and sort of thrown up in celebration during the show.
Yeah.
So this Albert is supposed to represent Figaro.
Okay.
So during the show, after the sextet in Act 3, we get Figaro's jacket from him, and Albert has to be dressed in Figaro's jacket.
So he actually gets to wear Figaro's jacket?
He does indeed. He gets to wear Figaro's jacket, and he is placed in a great big blanket, which some of the chorus members then take on at the end of Act 3.
And throw him up in the air?
And throw him up in the air in celebration, yes.
Fantastic. It's very nice to meet Albert. I have to say, Albert in the wings is a little bit creepy,
yes,
and reminds me a little
scary.
bit of Halloween. But there you go.
It's not the first time he's been mistaken for Thomas, it has to be said, and vice versa.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to film you guys later on doing that quick change, and I think we'll see you wrapping him in the blanket, won't we?
You will, yes.
It's a bit suspicious. It does look like a corpse when you do that, but
Yes, it does.
but never mind. CSI Glasgow. Okay, thanks for speaking to us. Bye. Bye, Albert.